What's going on, family? Got the music playing in the background. Nice soundtrack for this video. Hey, I wanted to check in with you real quick and share something with you that I think is really important. And I apologize for the wind blowing. It's a real nice day out here in Arizona. It's actually, the sun is shining. It's cool today, which is, this is Arizona. So if you know anything about Arizona, we don't get a lot of cool weather. I'm gonna stop right now under the shaded tree. Look at that, beautiful. So I want to share something with you that I think is really important. I've struggled with this in my business in different situations, whether I was building my business and working for someone else, doing a day job like many of you if you're an entrepreneur are, or even if you're not. If you're just in a job where you're trying to build a career or you're on a team, whatever the case is, this applies. Knowing your value and the value of who you are and what you bring to the team, to the organization we bring to the table, because it's so easy to misinterpret rejection. For example, you're trying to move up in a company, you put in for the promotion, you know you've got what it takes, you know you're qualified, you know you can do the job, but for one reason or another, you're turned down and you're told, well, while we appreciate, we've all gotten this email, this letter, while we really appreciate your application, we just have so many great candidates and we decided to go in another direction. Good luck in your pursuits. Like, that's helpful. But you've gotten that email, I've gotten that email, or that letter in the mail. And it's so easy to look at that and think, well, they don't value me, or what I have, my experience, my skills are not of value. But that's not the case. You've got to change the conversation. You have to believe in who you are and what you do and what you bring and what you can offer, your skills, your experience, your background, your education, whatever you bring, whatever you put on that resume, you have to believe that it has incredible value, because if you don't, how will you convince someone else that it does? And when you get those rejection letters, those rejection emails, when I put in a bid or a proposal for a speaking engagement and I'm passed over for another speaker, it doesn't mean that what I do or who I am is not of value. And the same thing for you. It doesn't mean that who you are and what you do is not of value. It just means they don't value it as much as I do. It means that you were passed over for that promotion because what you offer is they don't see the value in it. Doesn't mean that there isn't value, but they don't see the value. If I gave you a lump of coal, you don't see the value in that unless you're trying to barbecue and I gave you a bunch of them. But one lump of coal, you're not going to see the value in that. I'll hand it to you. If I wrapped it up in a nice box for Christmas, you'll think, what is this? Was I bad? Was I one of the naughty? Am I on the naughty list? You don't see the value in that. But to someone who understands that a lump of coal, when put under extreme pressure, becomes a diamond, well, then that changes your whole perspective. Then you realize, well, this, I may not see the value in this, or someone else may not, but this has incredible value. It's about being in the right situation, the right environment. I posted a video a few weeks back about holding onto your seed. You hold onto your seed until you find the environment, the soil that's right for planting your seed. It's the same thing with what you bring to the table. Just because someone doesn't see the value in it doesn't mean that it has no value. So change the conversation, realize that what you have value, what you do, who you are is of great value, believe that is a great value, and just keep going forward. Forget about trying to get everyone to accept you. Go for the rejection so you can get past the people who don't see your value or the value of what you do, and find the ones who do. When I go out to market, I'm not looking for people who need a speaker. I'm looking for people who need AJ Adams, the speaker. So when you go for that promotion, when you go for that proposal, when you go for the team, look for those who are going to see your value, because that's who you really want. Because in the end, if they hire you and they didn't see the value in the beginning, they're not going to see it in the end, and you're going to have wasted your time and theirs. So you're amazing. Know that, believe that, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message today. I'm AJ Adams, reminding you that behind every great success story is an even greater backstory, and that's the other half of success.